All right, we're back. And today we're going to check out top 30 isekai from freaking WatchMojo here. It's one thing we always do when we watch the WatchMojo videos. We look at the like and dislike. Pretty good. Pretty good. So it's not an overly it might be a good list. Let's see, top 30. And this is over a week old, so this is relatively new. Let's see what we got. Oh, yes, for those that don't know, I am surprising, I know. I am a huge freaking isekai fan. Shocking. Very shocking, I know. But let's see what we got.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best anime where characters are transported or reborn into a fantasy world.
Yeah, no.
Number
we got
30, Skeleton Knight in Another World.
I liked it. Look, I went into this thinking, oh, they're ripping off from Overlord. Oh, this is gonna be freaking really cheesy, really bad. It was enjoyable. I liked it. Yeah, it's dumb, but it's fun. It's enjoyable.
Getting transported to a fantasy world as your game avatar sounds cool, and Ark is super stoked about it, even if his avatar was a skeleton. Despite his best efforts to keep a low profile so as not to reveal his bony face, Ark keeps getting involved in bigger events, particularly after acquiring companions.
Ark, その姿は一体?
Taking on corrupt nobles, dismantling the slave trade, and impressing everyone with his incredible power, Ark can't help but become a legend in short order. Skeleton Knight in Another World isn't super deep, but it's still a fun series,
it's
and
fun.
Ark's enthusiasm for fantasy elements is infectious.
Yeah, if you're as long as you don't care, as long as you're here for some dumb fun, you'll enjoy it. In my opinion. I actually would like to get more. Oh, yeah.
So I'm a spider. So what? It says a lot when a series manages to overcome glaring CGI and an admittedly rough start, only to go on to become a fun ride eager to demonstrate that Darwinism has got nothing on the spirit of a high school girl.
It's really cute. Yeah, look, if you have arachnophobia, you probably won't enjoy it. But she's freaking cute. And it's a good story. I like the story a lot. I doubt we're going to get another season of this. I really want more of this show.
Formed into a talking, oddly cute arachnid, Kumoko is forced to pit her dangerously low-leveled webbing against a world filled with infinitely larger and more dangerous foes, a la Dark Souls. Maybe this would be a bust if not for Kumoko's unbreakable spirits and slow growth into a magical apex predator. Girl knows how to take death like a champ. Number 28. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in Another World as an aristocrat.
I haven't seen it.
A goddess revives someone as a hero in her world to save it from a demon lord. This is not that story. This is about the guy the goddess hired to kill the hero once he's done the saving to make sure he doesn't go mad with power.
Damn!
This assassin is reborn as Lug, whose new family specialize in assassination with a cover of being physicians. Although many of the expected isekai tropes are here, there's some unexpected emotional depth to be found. Watching Lug, a previously heartless killer, rediscover his humanity in his new life is honestly quite touching. But most of the time he's just manipulating.
I like the premise, the whole... First of all, what the frick? So she sends the hero to go kill the demon lord, but then she also sends an assassin to go kill the hero so that he doesn't go mad with power. What the frick, dude?
His introduction of modern weaponry leads to some great fight
that
scenes.
Sounds interesting.
Number 27. Problem children are coming.
I champion this show so much. I love this show. I love this show so much. I freaking
Another world, aren't they? Having immense psychic powers certainly takes the edge off when you're suddenly thrown into an alternate world and forced to participate in various battles to preserve your newly fashioned community.
It's good. You can see 2013. This is one of the early isekai before isekai got really popular. I think it was really damn good, and I love the characters so much.
An underrated.
The thing that gets me about that show, this isn't a spoiler for it or anything. They don't get transported there and gain their abilities. They've always had their abilities in their original world. They just get transported to this one to try to make it better.
Romp of a series. If you're one for watching adolescents beating the tar out of gods and cocky tyrants alike, then you're in for a good time.
It's fun. It's really good.
Between the gift games, Isayoi's absurd strength, and everything Black Rabbit does, this one is in dire need of more recognition.
It is.
Number 26, Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash.
Oh, this one. Yeah. What
Not
if
everyone who gets sent to another world gets powerful abilities, or is even suited for the monster-fighting life? This anime is about the other guys, the leftover people who aren't really cut out for the adventuring life, yet
what if a normal person gets transported to a freaking fantasy world and then, doesn't know how to freaking swing a sword, doesn't have insane strength, doesn't have the ability to be reborn if they die.
Do it anyway. There's no power fantasy to be had here. The stakes for even minor battles are life and death, and there are definitely deaths. Along with its grounded, realistic take on the genre, Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash also delivers a beautiful pastel art style, making it as beautiful as it is heartbreaking. Number 25, The Vision of Escaflowne.
Oh, classic.
An old-school classic before the modern boom of isekai, The Vision of Escaflowne is a cult favorite.
Yep.
The series follows Hitomi, an ordinary high school girl who finds herself transported to Gaia, a fantasy world where a tyrannical empire is on the cusp of conquering everything. Hitomi's visions of the future, along with the titular fantasy mecha Escaflowne, are the key to saving Gaia. The Vision of Escaflowne features an excellent story, a great cast,
Dude, I
and
haven't
beautiful
watched that in
animation
so
that still
long.
holds up today. While real ones will remember watching the Fox Kids dub back in the day, we recommend new viewers check it out.
Dude, I haven't
Number
seen that in so
24,
long.
Knights and Magic.
I think I remember this one.
It may have knight in the title and a questionable apostrophe, but Knights and Magic has considerably bigger armored suits than you might think. With all the mecha anime fans in Japan, it was only a matter of time before one of them got reincarnated into a world where magical mechas are real. The reborn Ernesti attends a magic school.
What if Dalinar got reincarnated into What if Dalinar got reincarnated into a freaking fantasy world with magic mecha?
School that teaches mecha pilots, though his dream is to build and pilot one of his own designs. The series boasts impressive visuals and a refreshing take on the isekai genre. Eru just loves mechas, then so does the show. So if you do too, Knights and Magic may be for you. Number 23, Log Horizon.
There's another one.
Another anime about a guild of players.
But this is another one I champion. This is definitely another one I champion. As far as isekai, this should be way higher on the list than just where it is right now, though. This should be much, much higher.
Side a video game. It may be a familiar premise, but trust us when we say this one perfects the basics to the point where even the traditional storyline is given new life.
I'm sorry, I feel this one is so much better than like SAO or crap, what was the other one? Yeah, this one's so much. This should be much, much higher on the list.
Master Enchanter Shiro at the helm, this series gives you everything you could possibly want from a classic fantasy tale, if the protagonists just happen to be veteran MMORPG players. As such, expect to see plenty of upper tier spells lighting up the screen. Number 22, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. While maybe not as successful as some of the other gamer becomes game character isekai.
It is so dumb. It is so dumb, but I love it. This one is just, oh god. It's raunchy. It's goofy. It's dumb, but oh my god, I love it.
Out there, Diablo takes the fantastical fun of the well-worn premise and throws in plenty of OP madness. And Shira! Seriously, Shira makes up 2 of the reasons why you'll have a blast with this anime. The dichotomy between Diablo's unbeatable demon lord persona and the anxiety
it's good though. Look, he's a nervous wreck, but he's pretending not to be, and you know he's scared of the girls because he's a freaking shut-in. But yet he pretends not to be. It's funny. It is so good.
Then,
so dumb.
Elevates him from every other brand of dime store power fantasy protagonist out there. Especially when he's defending his elf from low-life paladins.
It's not for everyone, though. Look, I'll admit, it's not for everyone. It gets a little too risque in some parts,
Number
but
21,
oh yeah,
My
this
Next Life as a Villainess. All routes lead to doom.
the one friggin' villainous anime that I really love.
The chance to be dropped into their favorite video game.
The one villainous anime
this
I
little
love.
lady just happens to end up as the one character destined to die. In order to prevent her canonical demise, Katarina decides to
but
go
she's
off
so
script
dumb
and become the most lovable noble around.
But she's such a dummy.
In-depth knowledge of a game, as well as being a beacon of good, will make you something of a romantic black hole, on account that it doesn't take long for everyone and their mother to start to fall in love with Katarina's new persona.
Bacarina. Good old Bacarina.
Number 20. Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun.
I know of it. I never watched it.
After Iruma's awful parents sell him to a demon named Sullivan, his new adoptive grandpa brings him to the demon realm and enrolls him at the demon school he runs. Despite Iruma's attempts to stay anonymous so no one discovers he's human, he often finds himself the center of attention. The series has a cast as brightly colorful as its art style. Welcome to Demon School isn't your typical isekai, but its
It looks
charming
cute.
tone and light-hearted humor help make it a devilishly
I don't know if I'd call
fun
it
show
isekai,
and
though.
one that other shows could take lessons from.
I don't know if I'd call it isekai, though. But I guess if I consider Escaflowne an isekai, this one would
Number
be too.
19, Ascendance of a Bookworm.
Yeah.
Not all isekai have to be hardcore fantasies filled with super chads and harems galore. Sometimes they can be a tranquil exploration into the wonders of reading.
私本当にここで生きていくの？
It's cute. It's very cute.
Awakening in the body of a 5-year-old girl in a world devoid of literature to all except the elites, Mine endeavors to put all her otherworldly knowledge to good use in order to print her own books. If you can't get it, make it.
あれが本？マインが作ってたのと全然違うじゃん。
Definitely one of the more relaxing entries in the genre, watching the eager book lover go to such lengths just to get something to read is a joy to behold, especially if you're tired of the same old formula.
チェインドライブラリーも図書室だ。
Number 18, Arifureta, from commonplace to world's strongest.
Edgelord Isekai.
Hajime, taking every grimdark trope imaginable and piling it into a
Yep.
one-eyed gunslinger with a vengeful loner complex, this once average high schooler became the very epitome of teen angst after one of his fellow
Edgelord.
isekais yeeted him into the bottom of an abyss and left him for dead. And you know what? It won us over.
Yeah. Yeah. It's another dumb one, but fun.
The unabashed pride it has in having Hajime use his magical guns to wipe out CGI monsters while slowly amassing a monster girl harem is so in your face that it's sort of impossible not to have fun with it.
It's good though.
Number 17.
It's fun.
Drifters.
Oh, man.
From the beautifully batshit insane mind that brought us Helsing, this unorthodox gorefest sees prominent historical figures brought together by an omnipotent being in order to fight against some of time's deadliest villains. One moment you'll see famed swordsman Toyohisa Shimazu slicing through Garnt to protect a group of elves, and the next you'll have Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid gunning down orcs while
It's not exactly heroes. You kind of got it reversed. The way they have it is they have a lot of the...
main foe is someone who could potentially be Jesus Christ. You have to experience this incredible insanity for yourself.
You heard it right. Jesus is technically the main villain. It's kind of why I think this.
The 12 Kingdoms.
Oh man, this is yeah. This is look at it. 2002 to 2003. Another old school. This is definitely another one I would champion. The only thing that gets me, the only thing that pisses me off is the fact that we will never ever get more of this damn series. If you want more of it, you have to read. You have to get the freaking books. Such a good damn series, though. Oh my god, I love this damn. I've watched the series so many times.
Isekai, the 12 Kingdoms follows
Yeah,
Yoko.
Drifters is good. Yeah, we'll never get a season 2 though. We'll never get a season 2 of Drifters, unfortunately. Maybe in the far future, but anytime soon, no. No. This one though, freaking 12 Kingdoms, it's another one I champion for sure. Really damn good.
An ordinary high schooler brought to another world, along with a few of her classmates. There she finds her appearance changed, and she's soon told that she's the queen of one of the titular kingdoms. Yoko's struggles and character growth are given plenty of detail, and the world itself is fleshed out incredibly well.
I love her story arc. The main female character, I love her freaking story arc so much.
Its consistent level of quality and depth is probably because the anime is based on a series of fantasy novels, like novels, not light novels. The 12 Kingdoms also boasts some impressive animation that hasn't aged a day. Number 15, Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy.
I know of it, but I don't think I've seen it.
Makoto is sent to another world, but instead of a benevolent goddess, this one thinks a 5 like him is too ugly for her world full of 10s, and sends him to live with the demi-humans. However, despite his inability to speak to other humans, Makoto quickly becomes overpowered and sets up a community of monster people that adore him.
You like it?
While Tsukimichi does have plenty of familiar
I might give it a try.
plot points, sexy monster
I know
girls,
of it, but I
city
haven't seen it.
building, magic schools, etc., it executes these familiar elements extremely well.
I just hate. It's kind of sad though, man. The reason he gets freaking rejected is because he's a 5 and she just wants hotties.
And although it's largely comedic, it isn't afraid to go dark or turn up the action. Whether you're over the moon about it or not, Tsukimichi is a solid isekai. Number 14, Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered, but overly cautious.
This is another dumb one. But oh my god, the freaking comedy is close to Konosuba comedy levels for me. So freaking hilarious. I love it.
Now this is how you shake things up. Called upon by a goddess to save a fantasy world from oblivion, Seiya certainly has the stats and means to dispense any monster in his path. Just one problem. The boy refuses to do anything until he's properly prepared, no matter how long it takes. The gags here hit harder than Seiya backhanding the loudmouth Knight Commander. While he certainly lives up to his reputation of being able to crush anything, it's his interactions with his increasingly frazzled partner that really sells this. That and her inability to hold back her thirst. Number 13, The Saga of Tanya the Evil. A Japanese salaryman gets reincarnated as
It's good. This one's good. This one's definitely good.
In a magical war on behalf of pseudo-Germany.
It's messed up though. It's definitely messed up. I just love the whole reason that he gets isekai'd, reincarnated.
Welcome to Tanya's world. The crazy
because he freaking dissed freaking God.
Just how ridiculous this series is, thankfully for all the right reasons. With a trigger finger that can drop enemy soldiers like
I like
flies,
it though. It's good.
And the
So good.
scariest smile ever put to animation, Tanya's new life as a squadron commander is a bombastic ride from beginning to end. We honestly can't wait to see where the war takes her next. Number 12, No Game, No Life. Unable to be...
Huh. If you've been in the anime community, you know the whole thing for freaking No Game, No Life. We'll never get a second season. Sure, we got a prequel movie. We'll never get a second season. Ever. Ah, so good though.
Be apart for a single moment without breaking down, spending every hour of every day owning people at video
I'm just gonna have to
games,
break it down and
siblings
hope
Sora
to
and
get that the
Shiro
books
really
get
didn't have that many career prospects
get
going their
released
way.
on Crunchy or something.
That is, until they find themselves transported into a fantasy world where gaming literally decides everything. With their unparalleled skills, the two soon find themselves leading the remnants of humanity to reclaiming its former glory as its new monarchs. guess NEETs really do have it in them to change the world.
待たせたな。イマニティ同胞諸君。今この瞬間、我がエルキアは全世界の国に対して宣戦布告する。
Number 11, Digimon.
Digimon.
Each iteration of this
Would
beloved
it-
franchise gives us a new band of Digidestined, along
Would
with
you
their
consider it
digital
an
partners.
isekai?
But to our mind, there's no beating the original group of kids
I
who
guess.
first stepped foot on the shores of the digital world.
I'm your friend, I'm your friend, I'm your friend! Just what are you? Have you had your rabies shots?
With the power of friendship,
Yeah,
and
I guess
some
you could
badass
technically consider it an
Digivolutions,
isekai.
Time and Company have to battle against the forces of darkness.
God, look at the
in order
friggin'
to protect
animation,
local
though.
homes from facing deletion.
Man, it's showing its age. It's
The
showing
action
its
scenes are
age.
awesome, the dynamic between the kids is engrossing, and there's a surprising amount of heart at its core.
We did it, Time! We did it!
We did it!
Wasn't that cool, man? Great job, Cinnamon.
Number 10, Gate.
Gate.
You ever wondered what would happen if a modern military took on
Look, I know some people hate Gate. They think of it kind of like propaganda for the self-defense force or whatever. I don't know. I still love it. I freaking love Gate so much.
the might
Plus the friggin' characters, man. The characters are so
of
good.
an empire made of dragons, elves, and magic? Well, wonder no longer.
なぜこんなことに
After the titular gate opens and invaders attack Tokyo, Japan sends in its task force in order to retaliate
Good old Ray.
and occupy the foreign territory. If you like your characters smart, precise, and open to employing a little thing called strategy, then this one's for you. Don't get us wrong, you'll still get to see a dragon taken out by a rocket launcher, but the sensibleness that comes from the soldiers is still a breath of fresh air.
メイコンの笑みがそこっすか
あお前俺の嫁を悪く言うと
You
怒るよ
badmouth my
Number
waifu.
9, Uncle from Another World.
イエルダーズグランバハマルトナガルトエバーリレックス
Plenty of isekai
I feel this anime. I felt this anime a little too much.
stories show the hero journeying in another world. Very few show what happens when they come home. Uncle from Another World follows Yosuke,
It was fun.
the titular uncle.
It
who
was
in a
fun.
coma while in the other world. It's a hilarious series that derives comedy not only from Yosuke's struggles adapting to the modern world, but also his nephew's reactions to viewing his uncle's memories from his time spent isekai'd.
めっちゃいい人だしかも美人
はいはい臆病臆病
The poor guy was oblivious to all the tropes we take for granted. We'd say we love this one as much as Yosuke loves Sega, but nobody loves anything that much. Number 8, Sword Art
No.
Online.
Look, I'm sorry. It should not be this high up on the list. But at the same time, I get it. I
Yes,
get it.
Everyone has their opinion about this anime. What can't be denied, however, is that its polarizing status has also made it one of the most popular isekai series
I know.
out there.
I
After
know.
finding themselves trapped inside a virtual reality video game, future lovebirds Kirito and Asuna must band together to dungeon crawl their way to freedom, all the while taking down other players, monsters, and each other between the sheets.
私も絶対に君を守る
Reveling in the OP-ness of its characters and some admittedly sweet fight scenes, you do well to check out this series
I'm
for
sorry.
yourself.
Season 1 was the best. Season 1 was the best. After that, no, it was just downhill.
Before deciding whether its infamy is warranted or not.
Just watch season 1. That's it. That's all you need to watch.
Number 7, The Rising of the Shield Hero. It's an
Really?
open world filled
Wow.
with backstabbers, betrayals, and every other kind of unpleasantries.
Once
But somebody's
again,
gotta save it.
first 2,
Framed for
3
assaulting a
seasons.
princess, yet still forced to fulfill
As long as
his
you stop
duty
before
as
the damn
shield
turtle.
hero, Naofumi is tossed to the wolves, paving the way for one hell of a character arc.
I want to see up to season 3 was good.
From his initial bitterness
I've watched
to
everything,
everyone
though.
he meets, to learning to trust again, thanks to the companionship of best girl Raptalia.
はいはいナオミ様
Yep.
Naofumi
I agree,
comes
though.
into
I agree. Best girl.
his own,
Best raccoon girl.
finding both
Or
redemption
Tanuki.
and duty through his deeds, and in doing so raised the bar for isekai everywhere.
それが姿勢勇者の盾の勇者の使命だから。
Number 6, Overlord.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, this isn't exactly the
this is
story
good.
of a hero. This is
No,
the life
no,
of
it's
one
not.
of the most powerful villains in all of creation.
何か問題がございましたか？
I hope we get another. I know the movie's coming out. I hope we get
After
another
finding
season.
himself trapped inside his in-game avatar, player turned unbeatable undead, Ainz Ulgon decides to employ his overwhelming power in the best way possible. Rule over everything and anything. Watching him employ his unbeatable power and a host of dynamic monster guardians, Ainz's conquest is beyond the pale of entertaining.
ワイデンマジックワイオブザバンシー
He may be far from hateable, but the ruler of Nazarick would rather see humanity bend the knee to his will than protect the innocent, or so he likes to let on.
お前たちに言命するアインズール・ゴウンを不変の伝説にせよ
Number 5, The Eminence in Shadow.
俺はただのスタイリッシュ
Yeah.
防寒スレイ
Yeah.
ヤーだ
This definitely deserves to be up here in the top 10, in my opinion. Oh God! What can you say? If you haven't seen it, the only thing I could say is if you haven't seen it, go freaking watch it. Go freaking watch it. It's so damn good,
冒険スレイヤー
What
dude. It's
happens
still
when you
good.
isekai
I'm sorry, it's so freaking good. It's so look, the dude. He knows he's overpowered. He knows he's OP. He knows he's freaking OP. He's fine, but the thing is he doesn't. What he doesn't know, what he doesn't understand, is that that his delusion, what he thinks are his Chunibyo delusions, are actually freaking real. But all he cares about is, you know, becoming rich. But then again, also not being the center of attention. He wants to be a background character, but he also wants to be, you know, freaking rich and OP and what? It's so dumb. I love it. I love it so much.
Isekai, the biggest edgelord in the world. Greatness, that's what. Sid Kageno takes being dark and mysterious to new levels, unintentionally creating a massive shadowy organization to combat the world's evils. All
But he
just
doesn't
to look
know
as
that the
cool as
evils are
possible.
real.
The comedic nature of Sid's slavish devotion to being an overpowered mastermind is matched only by his dedication to maintaining his secret identity. The disconnect between Sid's perceptions and reality creates comedy and drama in equal measure, and despite his incredibly oblivious attitude, seeing Sid back up his cosplaying with actual power is honestly ridiculously awesome.
来ないのか
Number 4, Konosuba. God's blessing on this wonderful world.
Alright, if this is number
The world
4,
is
if
vibrant,
Konosuba is
the
number
lore
4,
is entrancing,
what's the
it
top
looks like it
3?
would be an adventurous paradise. At least it would, just so long as you don't end up joining this particular party.
せっかくのファンタジー世界なのにジャージ一丁ですわここは必要最低限の装備とか
After suffering a less than dignified death, resident lovable douche Kazuma finds himself being transported to an RPG world where he soon finds himself embroiled with 3 ladies who are more hindering than helpful.
このバカこっち来んだ向こう行ったら今日の晩飯おごってやるから
A goddess who is utterly useless, a knight with an extreme masochistic edge, a mage who only knows how to make things blow up. Needless to say, this is the antithesis of your average fantasy anime, and it's bloody hilarious. Number 3, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. There's world
Okay.
building, and then there's Rimuru slowly accumulating.
I will
a
say one thing. The last season wasn't that great. But I'm still gonna. I'm invested. I am 100% invested in this damn show. So I'm gonna go to the end. I'm gonna freaking stick with it to the end. I freaking love it.
Filled with monsters.
テンペストは以前に比べてとてつもなく豊かになったが、まだまだ国としては経験不足だ。
All right, if this is number 2, what's number 1?
Tempest elites rolling in and wiping out everything in sight. In short, this slime knows how to get stuff done. Even if the transition between arcs can be a little slow at times, the progression of this former manager turned sentient blob turned leader of a nation has become one of the definitive titles that proves there's still plenty of creativity and polish to be found in the isekai cesspool, especially when it slaps hard.
Don't call it a cesspool. I mean... Dead. Thousands. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Okay. Yeah, if that one was number 3, this is ReZero is number 2. What the hell is number 1? What would it be? There's a few isekai I can think of that I'm surprised I haven't seen. One is like freaking Dot Hack. That's an old school one, but I don't think it would be. I don't see it being number 1. We have frick. I just had the other one too in my head. Frick. Damn it. I don't know. All right. Either way, once again, if you haven't seen freaking ReZero, Slime, freaking Konosuba, freaking what? Why? They're the best freaking anime, not just isekai. Top freaking 10 anime in general.
But that doesn't make it any less unpleasant. Stranded in a world with danger literally around every turn, our unfortunate hero Subaru finds himself intrinsically intertwined with the fate of the land and its inhabitants.
So if this is number 2, what the frick is number 1?
Just one little problem. Every time he dies, he is brought back in time right to the moment where he first arrived. Spoilers?
No. He said that wrong. He does not get respawned right back to the start. Thank God. Thank God. I think that would be much, much worse. Could you imagine if freaking Subaru did do that? If every time he died, he went back to the start? Every time? Ooh, man. Yeah, it rewinds time to a certain point. To like a save point, if you will. But he doesn't... The way he put it is he rewinds it all the way back to the beginning. And that's not how it goes. I'm glad that that's not how that goes. That would suck.
While the medley of gruesome deaths aren't exactly pleasant to witness, seeing Subaru overcome his suffering in order to save his new friends still makes for one hell of a watch. Plus, this show has Rem. What more do you need?
Rem! I'm sorry, I still think Rem best girl.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos.
All right.
All of them.
What is the number 1?
Phone, make sure to go
what
into
is number
settings
1?
and switch on notifications. Number 1, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless
Fuck,
Reincarnation.
how did I forget that?
This one's a bit of an anomaly, since it's both the oldest and newest isekai on the block. With the source material pioneering many of the tropes that every other titan in its genre has popularized.
How did I forget it?
Transition from scum of the earth to being reborn into a world full of magic is a true trendsetter, with his anime debut blowing its lesser counterparts out the water. From Rudy's inner conflict about his past life, the gorgeous animation, top-tier fight scenes, and abundance of leading ladies, there's just too much here to love.
I won't deny. I don't know if I put this at number 1, but it would definitely be.
Oh boy.
I think we know who his favorite is. I think we know who his favorite is.
And Ghislaine. Oh boy. Is there an otherworldly isekai anime we forgot? Hit us like Truck-kun with your favorites in the comments below.
I don't know. I would definitely put it in top 3 though. I don't know if I could put it at top 1. I don't know if I could put it at number 1. But it is damn good though. I won't lie. It is definitely damn good. I don't know, man. All right. That was good though. That was fun. That was good. I mostly agree with this list. Mostly agree with the list. There's definitely a few. I would not have SAO that high. SAO does deserve to be in the top 10 probably, but I still think Log Horizon is better, in my opinion. But I think they went with more. I think the list had more to do with influence, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But either way, still not a bad list. Not a horrible list.